The definition of 3D printing is an additive manufacturing process that makes a three-dimensional solid object from a digital file. The creation of a 3D printed object is achieved using additive processes. In an additive process, there is an object that is created by laying down successive layers of material until the entire object is created. 3D printing is layers of material that is formed under computer control to create an object. The object can be pretty much any shape and any size. They are then produced from a 3D model or electronic data source. A 3D printer is a type of industrial robot. In this video, I will go into more detail about 3D printing and the benefits it will have on our future and how we print. I chose to research 3D printing, so let me tell you a little bit about what I learned.
3D printing is a technology that lets you take a digital file and turn it into a physical product.
Almost anything you can imagine, people are creating. I think it's going to open up whole new opportunities in areas of mass customization.
Unlike with music or movies, with a 3D printer, a lot of things that are printed aren't protected by copyright.
One of the really cool things about 3D printing is it really changes the dynamic of the consumer culture. It turns you from being a passive consumer to an active creator.
What is 3D printing? 3D printing is a process of making a three-dimensional solid object that comes from a digital file. The 3D image is created by using an additive process. During the additive process, an object is made by laying down layers of material until the object is created. The layers are very thin and cut horizontally in a cross-section of the object. This is just a brief overview of what goes into creating a 3D image and getting it to look right once it prints. Now, how does 3D printing actually work? First off, you have to create a virtual design. This type of design can be made by using a program called CAD, or known as computer-aided design. If you are wanting to create a total new object in CAD, then you would want to use a 3D modeling program. If you are wanting to copy an existing object, you can use a 3D scanner, and the scanner will make a digital copy. There are different methods that can be used for 3D printing. For example, the VAT method. When this method is used, a container is filled with photopolymer and then is hardened with a UV light. Another method is material jetting. In this process, a material is applied in droplets from a small nozzle, which is similar to a normal inkjet printer. The difference in this process is that it is applied layer by layer, which eventually builds a platform making a 3D object and then is hardened by the UV light. There are many methods that can be used for 3D printing, but these two stood out to me. Here are a few more examples of different methods. "3D printing will change how we print in the future. After researching many sites, I found that they all say the same thing about the technological development and how it will only continue to improve. Eventually, people will be able to 3D print on their own, which will change the way people and corporations print things. though 3D printers already exist and are outputting color in different materials, there is still a lot of improving that needs to be done for 3D printing to be more functional and cost effective. Once these changes get made, 3D printing will change our manufacturing world.